Hello, sports fans. Welcome back to another episode of Moose Franchise. So we are 8-10 here in the second season, and we've won 3 straight. Last video we had a good video, winning all 3 games. So we beat the Empire, Heaters, and Freebooters, and we are right back in this playoff race. We're still not great. We're still 2 games out of a playoff spot, but we're in a much better spot at 8-10 as opposed to 5-10 where we were at the start of last video. But we've got the Memo Tanks, the Platypi, who I believe we played in the championship last year, and the Wide Woads as the next 3 games. Let's see how good they are. Memo Tanks 8-10, so same as us. Platypi are 10-8, and the Wide Woads are terrible, 4-15. So they're actually the worst team in our league. And then we played back-to-back games against the Sirloins, and they are 9-9, tied for first place in our division. So they're a game ahead of us and a little bit out of a playoff spot right now. But we are going to play this game against the Memo Tanks in the battle of the 2 teams that are 8-10. This will be another big win for us, and hopefully we can get it. As far as the lineup goes, we will have... I think this is what the lineup's going to be, although maybe we'll move Stallion Johnson to the bench for Hanzo Magiko because he's walked in. But I'm also not completely sure on that, because we've already got a pretty righty-heavy lineup. Top 5 guys in our lineup are righties, facing a right-handed pitcher. So I think we're actually going to make that move. We'll put Hanzo Magiko in right field. He's walked in. He'll be our 9th hitter and play right, but otherwise the rest of the lineup will stay the same. Well, Raw strikes on the mound has been great so far this year, as he's got an ERA of 3.98 in 20.1 innings. And hopefully we can get the win. Did not mean to go out of that. But that's what the lineup is, and let's go beat the Memo Tanks. I forgot to talk about this before we started the game, but it's going to be played on Ego 73. Last game I believe we put in Ego 71. We won that game, so we'll play on Ego 73 for this game. So Kingsley Jones going to lead off here. And his first pitch, he drives one into the gap in left center field. That's going to get down, and extra bases for Kingsley Jones, and a great start to this game. A double on the game's first pitch. Good start. Just threw a curveball right down the middle. This guy Brunson Arroyo we're facing. He's got the falls behind trait, minus 50 accuracy on the first pitch of the at-bat. So it definitely explains that curveball. That one's a little bit low. 1-0 here to Christian. Make it 2-0. That misses upstairs on the changeup. And Christian in the air. Right field. That is getting down. Wow, I did not think that was getting down. But Jones is going to score anyway. And what a start. Doubles with our first 2 at-bats. And we're up 1-0. And now Casey hits one hard and through. Christian has good speed. We're going to send her home. And she is safe. Casey gets thrown out at second. But we are already up 2-0. Let's go. Dingers takes low. And Dingers down the line. That is gone. Let's go. Man, what a start. Rip Dingers down the line. And we're up 3-0. His 7th homer, 21st RBI. What a start. Am I sure I put this to Ego 73? It says that. That does not feel like it, but I'll take a great start. Oh, wow. Don't love that call. That one misses. 1-1 here. 2-1. There's a strike. That's a pretty good pitch. 2-2 here to Quaker. And Quaker down the line, foul. Not great timing on that one. Wait on the fastball. 2-2. It's outside. Make it 3-2 to Perry Quaker. And Quaker on the ground to first. And there is our second out. Here's Nacho Crisp. He fouls it off. Just got a piece. And Nacho Crisp destroys one. That is way out of here. Second deck. That is a long way. And what a first inning. 439 feet. His 3rd homer, 6th RBI, and we're up 4-0. Man, what a start. Here's Pedro Nixon. And Nixon whips one in the air to not get all of that. But that still hit fairly deep, and that is going to get caught on the warning track. But a 5-hit, 4-run first inning. What a start. And here is Raw Strikes on the mound, and hopefully we can match our start at the plate when we're in the field. Would be great if we could throw a strike, though. The first 3 pitches all miss. There's one. Try a 3-2 changeup. Good pitch. Fouled off. Right on the corner. Hit in the air, center field, and deep. Christian gonna make the play. So we're able to get the out after falling behind. Despite Raw Strikes actually having a gets-ahead trait. Plus 25 accuracy on the first pitch. So their pitcher falls behind. Uh-oh. Thankfully, he was way late on that. But that was a dangerous pitch to throw to a guy like David Ortiz with that kind of power. That one's right back up the middle. And there is their first hit of the game. This guy got power against righties. Plus 20. And he's also got the high pitch trait. Checks the swing there on the curveball. And that's going to be a double play ball. On the ground to Casey in a 4-6-3 double play. And his mojo goes down. Let's go. Here's now Buck Swanner. And Swanner hits one softly. That gets through for a hit. And again, we're attacking the first pitch. And here is Hanzo Miyiko. Let's see what he can do. Haven't really played with him that much, but he is hitting 296 with 2 homers. And he whiffs one in the air, left field, not good swing power, just 51. So that'll be a lazy fly ball. But here is the top of the order. Perry Quaker. He is still tense, but he is 1 for 1 with a double. And he takes low. And that one's getting through. Again, not hit the hardest, but that gets through, so we'll take another hit. And first and second for Jada Christian. Oh, that hits her. They try to go inside, and Christian gets hit. She is okay. Fitness stays at well. Or fit, actually, not well. And we got the bases loaded here for Rock Casey, who just missed one. Man, that was a pretty good pitch to hit, but a little bit late on it. And just missed it. But bases loaded, 1 out. Oh, what am I doing swinging at that? That is in the dirt. 0-2. And that's too high. 1-2 here to Casey. And Casey, that is getting down. That's another run, maybe 2. That should be a second run as well. It is 6-0. Another RBI for Rock Casey. And here's Rip Dingers. Oh, no. That's going to be a double play. And end the inning. Almost was safe right there. But 8 hits, 6 runs in 2 innings. And what a start for us at the plate. Definitely did not see that coming, but I'm glad we take it. And that's hit on the ground to Casey for the first out here in the second. This guy, a first pitch slayer, is also on fire. That's a really good pitch. Oh no, that's not. But he grounds it to Dingers. And there is the second out of the second. And his mojo goes down to walked in. Brings up Kyle Seager. And wow, our infield getting a lot of work here in this inning. But a quick inning for all strikes. And we're very quickly back at the plate for the top of the third. That misses low. Quaker down the line, foul. On the changeup. It's inside. 2-1 here to Quaker. 3-1 that also misses. And there's ball 4. So Quaker works the walk. And the leadoff batter has reached base all 3 innings so far. And not so crisp, another hit right back up the middle. And we've got first and second, nobody out here in the third. Brings up Pedro Nixon. Takes a strike on the corner. That's way outside. So 1-1 inside. 2-1 here to Nixon. Oh, I don't really know why I'm swinging at that, but that's getting down. Well, everything's getting down in this game. And there is another run. That one actually gets... we'll keep him at third. But that one got behind to the backstop. Another run. And here's Buck Swiner. He takes in the dirt. It's inside. It's 3-0. Got the green-white. And there's ball 4 as that misses high. So another walk. Swiner works his way on base. And they make a pitching change here. One pretty bad pitcher for another. Brunson Arroyo comes out. And another C-plus pitcher. Although the number is not terrible. ERA 3.5 or 3.65. Whip under 1. But hopefully we can continue to do some damage. First pitch. Not a bad one to hit. But we watch it for strike 1. There's ball 1. That misses low. 2-1. It's upstairs. That's a nasty pitch. 2-2. Fouled off. Just got a piece of that one. 3-2. That misses inside. And that one on the ground and off the glove of their... I think that's Nixon. We'll hold him at third. But off the glove of their second baseman. An infield single. Right? Yeah, another hit. We've got 11 so far. And the top of the order up once again. Jones? No, get back. Alright, good job. We line out, but able to avoid the double play. And here is Jada Christian. Alright, that front door slider is not my favorite pitch. That misses outside, just barely. Christian hits it hard into center field. That's getting down. That's going to score another run, maybe 2. It'll be another run. Christian probably could have went to second there with her speed. But another RBI for Jada Christian, and we're up by 10. Oh, man. Good pitch to hit. Casey a little behind it. Fouls it off. That was middle down. Really good pitch to hit. That one too high. That's even higher. 2-1. 3-1 nearly hits him. And there's ball 4. Wow, these pitchers all over the place. Is that jacked for Casey? No, on fire. But his mojo does go up as he continues to just be unbelievably good. Dingers takes inside. And that drops in for a strike at the very top of the zone. And Dingers, that one is also getting through. This guy on third doesn't seem the fastest. I don't know who that is. Oh, that was Jada Christian. Of course, our fastest player. But we'll hold her at third. And still bases loaded. 2-0. These pitchers really having trouble throwing strikes. And when they do, oh man, it was right down the middle. I think we might have just missed it. Yeah, we did. Everybody's going to tag. Yeah, that was not the right choice. We should have just kept the guy at first, but I'm not going to complain about a 6-run inning. We've scored in every inning so far, and we've scored 12 in the first 3 innings. That is insane. Swing and a miss. That one's in the air. Center field, Christian settles under it and makes the play for the first out here in the third. Bottom of the third, that is. That's a tap back to strikes. He can't handle it. Kicks to Casey, but we're still able to get the out. And here is their catcher, who is pretty bad. Like their pitchers in this game. And their catcher lifts one in the air left field, but Swiner right there. And another very quick inning for all strikes. As he has thrown 23 pitches in 3 innings. Nacho Crisp grounds one through. Another hit on the first pitch of the inning. And here's Pedro Nixon. That's in the dirt. We're going to hold Nacho Crisp at first. Did not get away that far. That's too high. 2-0 here to Nixon. Make it 3-0. He's got the green white with his power. Oh, just missed it. Fouls it away. 3-1. Fouled off. 3-2. And that's outside, ball 4. So another walk. And now we got first and second. Nobody out. Another pitching change. This time, this guy actually pretty solid, but the accuracy still not very good. As Swanner whips one in the air. Right center field. That is gone. Wow, did not think that'd get over the wall. Another homer. Buck Swanner this time. 379 feet. Just barely over the wall in right center field. And it is now 15-0. Wow. That one's chopped back up the middle, but another hit for us. This time our 9th hitter, Hanzo Mugico, gets involved. And his mojo's up. Is that on fire? That's on fire for him. Wow. Still, I don't know how Kingsley Jones is still tense, but hopefully we can get that up. Maybe this at bat. Oh, man. Right behind it. A really good pitch to hit. Oh, I don't know why I'm swinging at that. That's not going to help his mojo hitting into a double play. And here is Jada Christian. A double, a single, hit by pitch. There's a strike. Oh, thrown inside again. Christian right back up the middle. That is right at the center fielder, though. But another inning with runs for us. We scored at least 2 every inning. The 4th inning now. Faced the minimum so far. 9 batters through 3 innings. 1 hit allowed for all strikes. And there's the first out. His mojo goes up. He's walked in. David Ortiz is a tough guy to face because you don't want to throw him something up. He's going to destroy it. But the low pitch straight, he's going to destroy it either way. So try to be very careful. Don't necessarily want to walk him. Oh, no. Really late on the fastball. Fouls it off again. See if we can bury the curveball. We did, but he fouled it off. Just got a piece. Oh, no, that's too low. Again, he fouls it off. Change up. Oh, just past the glove of Nacho Crisp. And into center field. Took a terrible route to the ball. But a single and the mojo back down to neutral for all strikes. The only guy who can get hits today, apparently David Ortiz. There's a strike right down the middle. Got hit into a double play. His first at bat. Fouls that one off. Press slider inside. And there is another hit for them. Tried to get that slider further inside. Didn't quite work. And they've now got 2 on here in the 4th. Oh, no. Yeah, that was not the pitch to throw. And it's now 15-3. As that one a laser, 452 feet. I completely missed my spot. That was right down the middle. And that's going to happen when you've got that guy at the plate with his power. And Casey, or I don't know why I said Casey, strikes has very quickly gone from locked in to tense. As here's another hit allowed. As there's a double for them. And here is Kyle Seager. Getting the out of third. Got him in a run down Casey. Back to Dingers. Dingers is just so slow. Alright, Nacho Crisp will tag him out. And we'll get the lead runner right there. Swing and a miss there. On the curveball. Fouled off. And a little blooper here. Swanner not going to get there. And that falls in. So 2 on, 2 out in the 4th. Hopefully we can get out of this inning sometime soon. There's a strike. Oh no. Is that gone again? Man, it is. Another 3-run homer. So that is now 6 runs allowed in the 4th. Definitely not ideal. This one only 395 feet. But it's still another 3 runs for the Memo Tanks. And they've now got 6 hits and 6 runs in this inning. There's a strike. The good news is we are still up 9 runs. Not very often we get to say that in general, especially in the 4th inning. Why don't you allow 6 runs in an inning as well? So here is Rock Casey. Let's see if we can get some of those runs back. That's hit. Wow, that is a rocket into left center field. 99 swing power. That's probably like well over 100 miles an hour off the bat. I know this game doesn't track exit velocity, but that was hit so hard. With 99 swing power. And a leadoff double for Rock Casey. Dingers takes low. And Dingers on the ground. Now they're going to go to third. Thought we'd be okay there because I was hit to the right side of the infield. But Casey gets thrown out. And Quaker fights one off down the line, foul. And now he lifts one in the air, center field. Is that going to go over his head? It is not. And there's the second out in the 5th. Now here is Nacho Crisp. Takes a strike at the top of the zone. And he punches one foul. Behind 0-2. And now he'll ground out to end the inning. So we actually don't score runs for the first time, but we're still up by 9. And you know what? We don't do this very often, but we're going to sim to the end of this game. I trust us up by 9. Maybe we can get to play another game in this video. And I want to trust us that we can win a game. We're up by 9 halfway through. So we'll see how the computer manages things. And we will simulate the rest of this game. And we hopefully are going to win. I would be very surprised if we lose. Oh no. Wow, 23-10. Okay. Wow. Talk about high scoring. But we've now won 4 in a row as we win this one 23-10. But we didn't order enough talc for the team who's getting left out. We're going to say Jada Christian gets left out. But I don't really want either player's will to go too low. For obvious reasons, because both are very good. But that is a big win for us. We are now 9-10. Still a game out of first place in our division. Which means we're going to be also a game out of a playoff spot. The Joyriders, the last team in right now. So we're a game out of a playoff spot. And first place in our division. Wouldn't we be half a game? Or a game and a half out of our division? Because they've played 2 more than us? I'm not sure, but the point is we're still not in first place. Check the news tab here. After a 23-10 win, Quaker has a development opportunity available. I don't really care about his speed. It's not going to get that. The Buzzards make a move. And then that's just our manager moment. And then Rock Casey's got a development trip. Or a development opportunity zoo trip. But let's actually check development. Not going to do this for Reardon. maybe for cut stiff. I feel like I talked about this last video. I can't remember now. Accuracy would be great. Losing the choker trait would be great. Maybe we do that. Rock Casey is an opportunity. Nacho Crisp. Let's see. 2 young players. We're going to do this one for Swirly Cut Stiff. And we might still be able to get this for Rock Casey. I mean, it's not the craziest opportunity, so I don't really know why it costs 700,000 development funds. But it's going to be here for at least 3 more games. We get roughly 100,000 per game. And it should stay for over 3. I mean, it's guaranteed to be there for 3 more. And after that, we'll have like a 14% of it being removed from 19% like this one. So we're going to hopefully be able to get both. But we're going to use this for Swirly Cut Stiff. And he gets the plus 2 accuracy up to 37. Does not get the 5 bonus accuracy. And retains the choker trait. But I'll take the plus 2 accuracy for Swirly Cut Stiff. So if we look at our schedule, we've got the Platypi, who is the team I just checked. They are the team we played in the championship last year. The Waddwoads, we're going to sim that game no matter what, because they're terrible. I trust we'll be able to win, especially with our best pitcher, Jared Payne, on the mound. And then we play back-to-back against the Sirloins, Sandcats, Sawtooth. I mean, those are big games. Sirloins, Sandcats, Sawtooth. Especially with the Sirloins game in our division, Sawtooth leading our division. And then the Sandcats will probably sim that game. They're 7-13 in the Eastern Conference. But we're going to play at least some of this game, like the other game we just played. Wow, that is a lot of guys locked in or tense. All but 1 player in our lineup right now is not in neutral mojo, not including our pitcher. But we're facing a right-handed pitcher, Abram Bruno. Got a 7.62 ERA. Not great, although he does look pretty good. Junk is really good. Accuracy, pretty solid. Velocity, not bad. So, look, he's a starter reliever. That's why he's their 4th starter. But he is pretty good. He's an A- player. Cut Stiff a B+. And 2 starter relievers pitching in this game. And hopefully our starter reliever is better than theirs. But as far as the lineup goes, I think this is going to be the lineup again. I mean, we just saw it work really well, scoring 23 runs. Maybe we bring Stallion Johnson back in, but I kind of like... I really like the way our lineup just played. I like Mikiko in left. Fielding's good. Arm is good. Maybe we give Quaker a day off because he's tense. But no, I think we're just going to keep it like this. We're going to use the exact same lineup. Just score 23 runs, and hopefully we can do it again. Although, hopefully we don't score 23 last game, not be able to score any in this game. But hopefully we can get another win. So we're back at home here, but before this game, we've got to change the ego again. We'll play on ego 75, because we obviously just won. Although I think this is going to be pretty tough, because I don't think we've ever played a game on this high of an ego. 73 before was the highest we've won on. I know that for a fact. And I believe ego 75 is going to be the highest we've ever played on. It would be really nice if we can throw a strike. There we go. Try to drop in a curveball on 3-1. That misses, though. And a leadoff walk from Swirly Cut Stiff. This guy a fastball hitter. Going to second. Nixon's throw down not in time. His arm is terrible. So, not able to throw out many runners. Nacho Crisp with a nice diving stop. His throw to first gets him. Nice play by our shortstop. Holds the runner at second as well with his good play. That's not going to hold him at second, but we'll take another out as that one a grounder to Jones. And here's our former DH, Hieronymus Jackson. Gotten off to a pretty slow start, 182, 1 homer, 4 RBIs. And hopefully he continues to struggle. I mean, he wasn't terrible for us. Wasn't amazing. Decided to move on from him in the offseason. Man, can we throw a strike? I guess not. And there's the second walk of the inning. So really feeling the effects of the accuracy in the first inning for Cutstiff. 2 walks. And that's on the ground to Casey. And that ends the inning. So we're able to work around the 2 walks. And we'll see what our offense can do back at home for this game. Oh man, big swing and a miss from Kingsley Jones. Inside, 1-1. And that's right back up the middle. There's, again, not hard contact for Kingsley Jones, but a good result. But we still can't get his mojo to go back up to neutral. Here is Jada Christian, really heating up as of late. And that continues. She punches the first pitch into right field. And 2 on, nobody out here in the first. And Jada Christian has gone from hitting under 100 to, after that one, probably near 250. Hasn't updated yet, but at 247 before that at bat. Really starting to heat up. Casey takes outside. And Casey down the line, foul. And Casey right back up the middle. Jones has good speed. He's gonna come home and try to score. He's safe. And now we've got second and third, nobody out. And again, we score runs right away. Dinger's way behind the slider. Fouled off. 0-2 for our third baseman. Oh man, that was nasty. Dingers stares at the front door slider. That was just a disgusting pitch. And he's down on strikes. Quaker softly in the air, left field. Christian's got good speed, not a good arm there in left, and Christian in easily. And we're up 2-0, sac fly for Perry Quaker. Here's Nacho Crisp. He's a lot like Jada Christian, really starting to heat up. And he hits one hard into right field. Is that getting down? It's not. Caught by their right fielder, but pretty good contact there. And a good pitch to hit. But ends up getting called for the out. But again, I'll take the runs to start this game. Oh, no. Don't like that result, though. A leadoff double for the Platypi. Man, tough to throw strikes. The command was great for Swirly Cutstiff in the last game. But not so much here in the championship rematch. Another 3-ball count. At least that was a strike. And we're going to get an out of it. The runner does advance to third. Man, that was terrible. That drops in for a strike. Let's actually try to get that on the inside corner. It's a little bit better. Try screwball away. Swing and a miss. Well, not close, but gets him to swing. And a strikeout for Swirly Cutstiff. Oh man, just missed. See if we can front door the 2-seamer. Missed the spot, but it works anyway. That's going to score a run, though. As that gets all the way to the wall. And it's now 2-1. So this could be a closer and tougher game, especially when Cutstiff having trouble finding the zone. There's a strike, though. There's another one. That fouled off. Curveball. Inside. Not going to offer it that one. Let's see. They like the outside pitch. I was going to say, we'll see if we can backdoor the cutter. Instead, we'll try to front door the 2-seamer. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning. And we only allow 1 run. Not great, but could have been worse. Man, I do not like that slider. Not a fan. There it is again. That time it's low. That time the curveball misses inside. And chopped to second for the first out. Not a bad pitch to hit, just got on top of it. That one, not a good pitch to hit, and shouldn't be swinging at that. Here's hands on Magiko. And that one softly hit right back up the middle for a 2-out single. And puts good speed on the bases as well. And his mojo goes up. Back to on fire. Jones, that one's through. Again, he attacks the first pitch. And you've got first and second, 2 outs. And his mojo finally goes up. It's about time he's back to neutral mojo. Oh, man, behind the fastball. Man, if my timing's better, that is gone. Good power. 79 swing power. Man, I'm mad I missed that one. That one I shouldn't swing at. And we're behind 0-2. What am I doing swinging at that? How did I hit that? But, of course, we make an out. Now it's practically at her eyes. Somehow able to make contact. Not good contact, but able to put it in play. Try a screwball off that. Fouled off. Wanted to get that a little bit further off the plate. Fouled off again. That's way inside. There's ball one. Curveball. Doesn't offer at. Two-seam away. On the ground to Casey. And there is out number one here in the third. Try a backdoor curveball to open up the at-bat. But that misses low. Nacho Crisp fields it on a hop. And on to first for the out. That was a kind of a tough hop for Nacho Crisp. He hit that really hard. And here's Hieronymus Jackson. Probably shouldn't have thrown him the outside pitch. How do you miss that? But luckily it doesn't hurt us. But I should not have thrown an outside pitch to an outside pitch hitter. Could have been worse. Fool him with the curveball right there. Slider. Misses low. That's way inside. 2-1. And that is, wow, very softly, but getting through for a hit as it gets past Cutstiff. Here is Snag Roper. There's a strike. Just got a piece. Come inside with the cutter. Too far in. That's what I was trying to do the first time. Swing and a miss. You can see why I was trying to do that. That was the third strikeout of the game for Swirly Cutstiff. Brings up Rock Casey. Takes outside. It's outside again. Another one outside. 3-0. And there's ball 4. Mojo up to on fire. So puts Casey on first for Rip Dingers. Another one outside. Oh, man. Popped it up and out of play. Not a bad one to hit for Dingers with the low pitch trait, but got under it too much. It's too low. 2-1. Oh, man. Got under that one as well. This time in the air, center field. Pretty shallow. And there's the first out of the third inning. Here's Perry Quaker. Quaker in the air, center field. That's going to hang up just long enough for their center fielder, Willie Bacon, to make the play. It's not a pitch I should swing at. Here's Nacho Crisp. Down the line, but foul. It's upstairs. 1-1. 2-1. That's low. 3-1. That also misses. Take the strike right there. That'll release Rock Casey. And down the line, but foul. Again from Nacho Crisp. And there's ball 4. Another walk. This pitcher all over the place right now, despite not having bad accuracy. But 2 on, 2 out for Nixon. And he hits one in the air, center field fairly deep. But their center fielder can get over there and make the play to end our threat in the 3rd. Man, really struggling with location right here. With Swirly Cutstiff. That is terrible. Just having trouble throwing strikes. And that's going to be ball 4. That'll be, let's take the 3rd walk. Maybe even 4 at that point. Also puts great speed on the bases. Not exactly what you wanted to do right there. Throw over to first. Keeping an eye on the runner. Because with that speed and Nixon's lack of an arm, definitely threat of a stolen base. Popped up behind the plate. Nixon off the screen. Throw it to first again. Oh, he picked her off. Let's go. Jones catches up to her. Let's go. We pick her off and get the great speed off first base. And the screwball catches him looking for strike 3. Let's go. Slider, well, right down the middle for strike 1. Now the screwball right down the middle fouled off for strike 2. And the curveball right down the middle, that time did not get away with it. Swanner can't quite get there. Thought he might have a chance, but not quite. And a 2-out double for the Platypi. Top of the order up here is Willie Bacon. Gonna let Cutstiff keep going. Just a little bit tired. 62 pitches in. There's a strike. Let's actually double up on that. Can't really do that because can't locate pitches today for some reason. 3-1. Try a 3-1 slider. There's ball 4. So another walk from Cutstiff. Brings up Muffin Studwick. He's not very good, hitting 177. Watch me say that and he'll go hit a bases clearing double right here. But gonna keep Cutstiff in for now. Maybe the last batter, depending on what happens. Would really be nice if we could throw a strike. That might be one. Fouled off. Screwball. Strike 2. Try a curveball. Alright, could have been a lot worse. Christian, center field, puts it away, ends the 4th. That could have been a lot worse with a hanging curveball. And Swanner lifts one in the air, center field very deep. And that one is caught just in front of the wall. Wow, I thought he had that. Goes golfing a little bit, just missed it. And here is Hanzo Magiko. And he lifts one left field. And there's another fly out. And his mojo probably back down. Another one I should not be swinging at right there. That misses inside. That's low. 2-0. Just clips the corner. 2-1. And that one's hit hard and through. A 2-out single for Kingsley Jones. Brings up Jada Christian. That's way inside. 1-0. Oh, wow. Surprised that's not a strike, but I'll gladly take the call. 3-0. Here to Christian. And there's ball 4. Another one I thought could have been called a strike. But 2 on, 2 out. And let's do something here with Rock Casey. Do some damage. That also misses. That one drops in for a strike. Don't like that call. That one's way too high. 2-1. 3-1. And there's strike 2. Catches the corner. Oh man, what am I doing? I thought that was going to be inside. Curved in at the last second. And that was going to get called strike 3 either way. Man, that was a major missed opportunity. So it stays 2-1. Gonna keep Cutstiff in. 71 pitches. Probably does not have much longer. If we can get through the inning, that would be best case scenario. I don't know if that happens. The defensive play like that, it might. Really nice play there for Nacho Crisp. Here's Hieronymus Jackson. But here is the 75th pitch for Cutstiff, which is pretty much the limit for a starter reliever before their attributes really start to get negatively impacted. See, blinking red, all 3 velocity, junk, and accuracy. And that is where her day will end. 75 pitches. Man, why did you use Charlie Best for 30 pitches last game when we won by 13? That's the one thing I don't like about the computer. The way they use a bullpen. Put Farmhand in the entire time. Because you had him throw 37 pitches. You threw Best for 30. Reardon for 28. That's just annoying now. But we'll go to Jeff Reardon. Don't really want to throw a fastball to a fastball hitter, but Reardon kind of a fastball pitcher, so kind of have to. There's a strike. Okay, collector tray also activates. Swing and a miss. Got him out in front of the curveball. And there's the second out. This is outside. Fouled back to the screen. Fouled off again. Called strike 3. Caught him looking. And we're out of the inning. The final stat line for Cutstiff ends up being 4 1/3, 1 run. Few hits, few walks. Pretty solid performance. And I mean, for Cutstiff, allowing just 1 run when the control is that bad is honestly a really good game. Another walk from this pitcher as well. Abram Bruno really struggling to find the zone in this game. There's another one way inside. Oh, wow. I thought that was outside. And that one drops in, 1-2. Fouled off. Oh, what am I doing? I really did not want to swing at that. And now they make a pitching change. Rufus Zumar comes into the game. Pretty solid numbers. 17 strikeouts. 3.8 ERA. 1.45 whip. That was just terrible. That previous pitch. Not So Crisp takes upstairs. And wow, he crushed that. That is gone. Not So Crisp gives us the 4-1 lead. He hits one out center field. He's homered in back-to-back games. This one, 441 feet. Almost the exact same length as the one last game. I forget exactly how far that went, but a similar range. And we're up 4-1. That was a great swing for Nacho Crisp. Nixon now takes low. There's a strike. And Nixon grounds one through. He's got a hit. He's on base again. And here is Buck Swanner. Takes inside. And Swanner into center. That'll stay up long enough for Bacon to make the play. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Here is Hanzo Magiko. 1 for 2. That drops in for a strike. Big break and curveball. Outside, 1-1. That clips the corner. 1-2. Kane Electric does activate though. Minus 15 velocity and junk. With a 2 strike count. That might have been outside, but didn't want to take the chance and lifted into left field for the 3rd out. Yeah, that might get caught a strike. Probably one you got to swing at, protecting with 2 strikes. Didn't really want to swing at it, but kind of had to. Because didn't want to risk striking out. Just got a piece to stay alive. Fastball, right back up the middle. That is not where I wanted that location-wise. Tried to elevate it, instead it was pretty much right down the middle. Also, I just noticed, Nacho Crisp is on fire after his homer. That's really nice. Hopefully we can get a double play right here. Or at the very least, get the lead runner, get that speed off the bases. Can't get the double play, as that one's past the outstretched glove of Rip Dingers. Now 2 on, 2 out. Their 9-hitter right here. Because it's the bottom of the order. Can that be 2? Oh man, just beat it out. I was gonna say, because it was the bottom of the order, we're gonna keep in Bacon. But now let's see. Top of the order, Willie Bacon. Pretty solid player. I mean, he's nothing amazing. Their whole lineup's not great. I'm debating a pitching change right now. Not gonna go to farmhand, not going into game. You know, let's do it. Let's bring in Jackson Wilkinson. For the top of the order right here. Swing and miss way behind the fastball. Fouled off. Fastball inside. Punched foul. Curveball. Go foul. Oh man, it's not going to. Probably should have dove right there, but I thought it was going foul. And they got to run right back. There's a strike. Going to second. Nixon's throw. Oh no, he threw it in center field. Alright, that is terrible. They got the 2 runs right back, and it's back to a 1-run game. I really shouldn't have even thrown through. I knew we had no chance of getting him. So, bad decision on my part. We'll just take the out of first here, because we don't know if we would have been able to get him at third. There was a strike. Nice pitch from Wilkinson. Fouled off. Just got a piece. Fastball. Missed inside. Tried on the corner. That's outside. We'll come inside with the slider. That's too far in. Not really, though. Popped up foul and out of play. That's a good pitch. Another foul ball. Curveball. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Wilkinson. And we're able to stay in front. We still lead 4-3, but not a very good 6th inning. Nixon's mojo is neutral. I'd imagine it went down after that bad throw, but I wasn't paying attention. But top of the order up here in the 6th. Jones hit it hard down the line, but foul. It's upstairs. 1-1. Inside 1-2. Or inside but strike. Oh man. Way out in front of the changeup. Not even a strike. And Kingsley Jones strikes out. And I thought I saw his mojo go back down, but Must have made that up. That drops in. Big curveball. Inside 2-1 to Christian. What am I doing swinging at that? A soft rounder, snag roper. Throws out Jada Christian. And here's Rock Casey. Don't really know why I'm swinging at that, but Rock Casey's so good he can put it all the way to the center field wall. And Casey is going to have a triple. Wasn't super confident sending him to third, but he's fast enough. And now, runner on third for dingers. And he, wow! Destroyed into center field. Way out of here. And another 2-run homer. And we're up by 3. 451 feet. An absolute laser for Rip Dingers. His 8th homer of the year. 24th run batted in. And we're back up by 3. And another pitching change. How many starter relievers do they have? But 99 swing power there for Dingers. An absolute laser of a home run. A high slider for a strike. Quaker fouled it off. Behind 0-2. Again, I don't know what I'm swinging at. And Quaker goes down on strikes. So Wilkinson, 18 pitches. Hieronymus Jackson's up. We're going to keep him in. We might go to Charlie Best before the 8th inning, depending on how this inning goes. But he will throw the 8th. And then across the game, going to throw the 9th. Miyiko makes the play there for the first out of the 7th. It's outside. That's low. Got a fastball hitter, but fastball count right here. Just clipped the corner. Glad we take that call. And I'm glad he's swinging at that one. Fastball up and in. Way behind it. We fool him. And there's strike 3. Another strikeout for Wilkinson. Brings up snag roper. Checks the swing, but call a strike. Well, I'm glad we take that one. Borderline call, but the umpire gives it to us. Jones just under his glove down the line. But luckily, we are able to hold snag roper to a single. And we are going to go to Charlie Best right here. We're going to bring him in. We'll throw the 7th and 8th as the plan. Or that is the plan. And hopefully he can get the out pretty easily right here. And yeah, that's going to be pretty easy. Doesn't get much easier than a ground out to second. So we up 6-3, going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's Nacho Crisp. He's on fire. Not a bad one to hit. But he takes it for a strike. Inside 1-1. There's upstairs 2-1. And on the ground, another pretty good pitch to hit. Missed that one a little bit, but another hit for Nacho Crisp as he stays on fire. Here's Pedro Nixon. And Nixon whips one in the air, center field. But just missed it. That was a pitch he can do some damage with. But he missed that one a little bit. Here's Buck Swanner. Swanner hit hard into right field. That gets down another hit. And 2 on in the 7th. Here is Hanzo Miyiko. He's still locked in. And he softly hits one down the line. This is high. 1-1. 2-1. Oh, behind that one. 2-2. Fouled off. And that one's... That's going to be a double play. Unable to beat it out. Was a close play at first, but thrown out by a step. And it stays 6-3. And Charlie Best will stay in for the 8th inning. We'll stay in to throw the 8th. And assuming we don't score in the 8th, then Klaus the game will come on for the save in the 9th. There's a nice pitch. Let's go a little bit off that, see if we can get a swing and miss. No, we're going to call it strike. So I'll take it. Come inside with the fastball. Again, a soft hit to Casey. And there's the second out. Here's Willie Bacon. A couple walks on the day. There's a strike. Really nice pitch. Double up on it. That time's hit into center. Christian almost missed that. Makes the play. Ends the inning, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Up by 3. Again, the top of the order up. Kingsley Jones, 3 singles. Takes a strike. Wow, right back up the middle near. He took the pitcher's head off. And he's got his 4th single of the game. Here is Jada Christian. Christian hit hard into the gap in left center field. That's getting down, splitting the outfielders, getting to the wall. That might score Jones. We'll hold Christian at second. Jones is in. He scores at 7-3. Here's Rock Casey. A double and a triple in this game. Takes inside. And now he's got a homer. Rock Casey way out of here. And we are now up 9-3. Rock Casey sends one 457 feet into left field. His 8th homer, 24th RBI. Just like Rip Dinger's. As Casey, 95 swing power down the line, pretty much. And Dingers and Casey, I think they might be tied for the league lead in homers at this point. With 8. We'll check after this game. 1-1 here to Dingers. They get 2-1. That misses a low. Fouled off. 2-2. Oh, man. Another strikeout. I've struck out a lot in this game. And Dingers is tense, although he already was like that. Quaker just missed one. Really good pitch to hit. But just missed it. Outside, 1-1. Fouled back. 1-2. Outside, 2-2 to Quaker. Way outside, 3-2. And there's ball 4. So Quaker works a walk, and it brings up Nacho Crisp, and brings on a new pitcher, Splash Cashmore. Not bad numbers, despite only being a C+. ERA of 2.57. But here is Nacho Crisp. This guy does have a reverse splits. So minus 5 power and 8 contact when facing the opposing handed batters. But Nacho Crisp not really being impacted too much, considering he is on fire, so still well over what it usually is. And Nacho Crisp hit it hard, but right at the right fielder. And he is retired. But he is hitting the ball really well. And swinging the bat well in the last few games. Nixon takes inside. 2-0. 3-0, he's got the green white. And another walk. Nixon's on base. For Buck Swanner. He's 1 for 4. And Swanner missed it a little bit. And there's a fly out to Bacon. So up by 6, I said the plan was going to be to put in Klaus to game. That's not going to happen. I don't really want to use him. I mean, I know we could. He hasn't really pitched much. He's thrown 4 pitches in the last 3 games combined. But we're going to bring in Farmhand. Some mop-up duty right here. He pitched last game. I don't really care. He'll pitch again. And the plan is for him to throw the entire ninth inning unless something goes horribly wrong, which hopefully it doesn't. And a good start. He gets a quick first out. Needed just 2 pitches to get the first batter. Misses outside. And that is a soft ground ball. Dingers comes in and he'll make the play. Nice throw across the diamond for the second out. Here's Hieronymus Jackson. Takes a strike. Misses inside. For a front door slider. Nice pitch. Just freezes him right there. We'll go upstairs with the fastball. Doesn't offer it that one. Called strike 3. Stares at the changeup right down the middle. And the former Moose player makes the out to end the game. And we have won our 5th game in a row. We win this one 9-3. Really good game. We worked 6 walks, also struck out 6 times. 2 for Quaker and Dingers, 1 for Jones and Casey. But, pretty good game. Cutstiff only goes 4 1/3, walks 4, strikes out 4, but only allowing 1 run I think is pretty good, as I said before. Reardon gets the win. With his inning, Wilkinson Best both go 1 1/3, and Farmhand throws the 9th. Pretty good game all around. We've got 8 CPU games to sim. We'll skip them, and we're in a half a game out of first place in our division. The Wide Woads, I talked about them before. That's just going to be a game we're going to sim. They're terrible. They're 4-16. We are going to put Rhodes in at catcher. And we'll give Quaker the day off. And we'll bring... Let's see, who do we want to DH? We're going to give Quaker the day off to get his mojo and reset it to neutral. And, we'll DH... Actually, you know what? Is that a good idea? Bring somebody in. We're facing a lefty. I don't want to bring in Stallion Johnson. No, Quaker's going to play. Why not? We should win this game if he plays or if he doesn't play. So, we're simming this game, and we should be 11-10 after this one. Oh, no. Are you serious? We just lost to the worst team in the league. Yeah, I think I was a little too overconfident, but that was a game we should have won. Our offense had been so good, and we scored 1 run in 11 innings. 1 run. That's not going to win you many games. 23-9, and then we come out and we score 1. That's pathetic. So our 5-game win streak gets snapped. And we'll check the news tab here. We've got... Rolly Cutstiff gets +6 power. Our muscle's getting bigger at a suspicious rate. 18 to 24 power, which actually is not that bad for a pitcher. Development opportunity for Stallion Johnson. The Wide Woads make a transaction. Actually make 2 of them. Megiko shed a few pounds after about food poisoning, and his speed goes up by 1. Farmhand, same thing. His speed goes up by 6, although he's still not very fast. Farmhand, a development opportunity. Nacho Crisp refuses to trim his toenails, and his speed goes down by 2, from 62 to 60. And the Wide Woads make another transaction. Wow, they're very active. We'll check development. I don't really think we can afford anything. We can buy it in 5 games for Rock Casey, so it might not even be there. But, I mean, I don't really care if we miss out on that. It's 1 speed, 2 power. It's nothing too crazy, so. Not a big deal. Alright, so I was looking at our lineup. I noticed Buck Swiner's juice, so I clicked on our lineup. just to see what happened. We still got some guys who were tense, but the unfortunate thing, Jared Payne got hurt. Jared Payne, through 59 pitches, must have got hit with a comebacker. Because I think that's really the only way pitchers get hurt. So he is weak. Which, does that mean he's going to miss his start? I'm not sure. Let's see. He'll get up to strained after sitting for Cannon's start. He'll be well for the start for Raw strikes, and he should be fit after Cutstiff starts. I think he would be okay. But there's a possibility he's not 100% for his next start. So he might have to skip it, or he just doesn't pitch 100%. But just wanted to point that out. And I also talked about the league leaders in homers before. And yeah, Casey and Dingers are tied for first place in home runs with 8 of them. They're also tied for second in RBIs with 24. And Rock Casey second in the league in batting average with 416. Casey leads the league in slugging and OPS as well. And he's 4th in on-base percentage. He's just been insane to start the year. Not even to start anymore. More of halfway through. He's just insanely good. Leads the league in hits and extra base hits. And he's tied for 3rd in runs scored. And then pitching, our pitching staff hasn't been anything special, but we've been solid. Jared Payne 3rd in the league in strikeouts. And 3rd in strikeouts per 9. Reardon also strikeouts per 9. Best on there as well. And Jeff Reardon is on the list for strikeout to walk ratio. But been pretty solid. Next few games, we got the Sirloins and Sandcats and Sawteeth. These are 2 huge games against the Sirloins. Same record as us. We're a game out of a wild card spot. And I think we're going to play this game against the Sirloins, but that is going to be the start of next video. But that is where I'm going to cut this video. Thank you guys for watching. We end up winning 5 straight. And then, of course, we got our win streak snapped by the worst team in the league. But we're right back in this playoff race. We're 10-11. Still not great, but pretty good. But yeah, that is where I'm going to cut this video. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, turn notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible. Be sure to check out my main channel, Super Sports Central. Link in the description of the video. But that's all for this video. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.